If you've raced in Gran Turismo long enough, this has happened to you. Or this. Or maybe this. Gran Turismo is designed to race with up to 16 people, usually on tight tracks with corners, walls, heavy braking zones. A lot of the tracks are maybe in the mountains with tunnels or walls. But how clean can you expect the racing to be? Stay tuned and find out. Welcome back, racers. So you're watching MMG and my name's Tom. We're going to dive right into what turned out to be one of my best races of the week. This is race B. We're at Spa. We're in Group 3. Being that it's race B, it's going to be a little bit shorter, only 5 laps, but still around Spa, 2 minutes, 20 seconds per lap. It's pretty good. So, like we're talking about the clean racing there, be a little careful going into that corner 1 usually. Ran a little wide there, so there's my penalty. So for this week, I moved back up into level B. Whoa, not sure what happened there. But you can see there, going down into Eau Rouge, that the guy in P4 backed out a little bit, which probably saved his race and mine. Into the infield section here. So I don't know if you can tell by the sound, I'm in the Audi. Sort of the meta car this week. A lot of people like the Porsche as well. Spa's a really tricky course. A lot of corners, a lot of braking points to get right. Took a lot of practice to get some of these laps down properly. So the racer in P2, I raced in a couple of races earlier. Get pushed past here a little bit. I guess I was holding them up a little bit, but still. So we're gonna go serve my penalty. Luckily, it looks like the guys behind me are also serving a penalty, so I don't lose any positions. Blanchiment. Managed to hit that flat out. So finish up lap 1. Still in P4. Fast forward later on in lap 2, back to the penalty location. Picked up a penalty on Eau Rouge and Radion. This time the guy behind me doesn't have a penalty, so Tyrone in the Toyota goes by. Front straight. Now we're on lap 3. Pick up that position there. A little late braking on my part there, so I gave Tyrone a good bump, but luckily he didn't go off. I didn't take any advantage there though. So. Not really sure what happened there. It looked like he kind of just took a sidestep and jumped off. So. Down the straight again. Now we're on lap 4. I don't feel like I was going to be able to get by Tyrone all the way there, so I kind of backed out. I think he over speeded into the corner a little bit, but I think I left him enough space there. A little bit of contact, I guess. Nothing serious. So, finish up lap 5, and I moved up a couple spots. Now I'm into P2, and going to be able to hold on to that the end. So all in all, a clean race, I'd say. A little bit of incidental contact here and there, but... And that was my best result of the week. So let's have a look at race C. This is one of the races I wanted to highlight because of some of the stuff that happened in the race. Didn't qualify overly well. Started in P12. So I guess the thing I want to highlight, a friend of mine who's also on YouTube, his name is Tom the Rookie. He's tried making videos that have a more positive kind of feel to them. A lot of videos are on here about how I got back at this dirty driver and this dirty driver that, and watch me get destroyed by this guy. And Tom the Rookie has put out a couple videos now where he highlights people that race clean and fair. And so I guess that's kind of what I want to do. And I want to call your attention to this guy right here, T. James. This is on lap 2. Now we're into lap 3. He goes a little bit wide on the corner here, so I get a run on him. He's obviously not concerned. You know, he's not trying to pit maneuver me or anything like that. He knows that his car does something different than my car does. He can carry more speed through the corners because he doesn't have to brake as hard, that kind of stuff. See, he makes a little dive down the inside there, but he doesn't take me out to get the position back. We go down to the long right-hander here. He's down the inside. Look at that, we're going side by side through the corner. He leaves me enough space, I leave him enough space. That's great racing. So we're heading down the long straightaway through the tunnel here, and we are picking up a lot of time on P6. Coming to the braking zone, and P6 brakes a little early. I get too close to him, and then T. James hits me. So I lose track of him for a second there, but there he is right there. And you know what he did? He pulled off to the side, and he waited. He knew that he had hit me off and spun around. Here it is, right? He doesn't just take off because he's going to gain a position. I mean, we're in mid-pack now. He stops, he waits, and now me and him are at the bottom of the field. So, cut to the end of the race, I finished last. Not because I got taken out, but it didn't help. So we get to the end of the race, and let's have a look at this. I have looked through the standings here, and I noticed that T. James had quit. So not only did my race go badly, his race went really badly. I didn't get a chance to say thanks in the comments, but I just want to say, hey man, I appreciate you. That was good sportsmanship. And the other thing I want to shout out is Tom the Rookie. He's got a growing subscriber base. He does really great streams in the afternoons, and he has a really positive outlook for Gran Turismo. He likes to race clean and fair, and he shouts out to people who also race clean and fair. So that was my motivation for this week's video. I wanted to shout out T. James because you do it right, man. And I also wanted to shout out Tom the Rookie because his videos are great, and go check him out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.